VC. It's like over $50 if I was to drop $50 to get VC and just go towards the market and probably purchase the cards for Randy. I'll probably get the card for Randy first because the live event for CM Punk Jay Uso is gonna expire. I mean, unless they bring it back, but it's highly likely they will. So shut up. So most likely that they'll probably bring it. Shut up. Damn, bro. Should have put my feet. Shut up. My God, so annoying. All right, looking through my collection real quick on Friday. We are getting an event for John Cena '03. I keep saying there's live event four. I keep saying, oh, there's live event four in this card, even though you need this card to qualify. So there's a Ruby JBL event for Backlash, but to qualify for that, you need to get the John Cena '03 Persona card, which is in the card market. It's 47,500, which is like, and honestly, if you grind with like the grinding method, that's like you go back and forth for matches, you're gonna get around 10K an hour. So if you grind like 5 hours, you can get the John Cena card to get a JBL. I'm gonna get it because I only got qualified for it, but also because I just want to grow my collection quickly. I'm at level 13. I'm 15 cards from the next level. So yeah, again, I don't know who is if anybody that's level 14 at this point. I'm surprised Jamie's not at level 4. But yeah, I'm not touching the super packs. I'm not Danger Zone I might touch to custom packs. I'm missing a couple lower tier cards, but Locked I'm definitely not gonna touch. Because they're not gonna give me AJ Styles. If they're not gonna but here's my knowledge about this. Here's what I'm gonna say before I start grinding. The amount of packs that I open, I'm gonna keep getting duplicates. It's gonna be a 1% chance of me getting either a card that's lower tier than the rubies or a ruby glow. I've opened so many locked in card packs. I've even used VC to purchase these packs. I cannot pull a ruby. And then MFP, and then I finally pulled ruby and it was awesome theory. So like if you get a glow, you're not gonna get the glow you want. So I could open so many. I have 60K MP. I'm not gonna spend. I'm gonna save to the card market. But I was to be an idiot and just spend it on packs. I'm gonna get a ruby glow. It's gonna be probably Soul Ruka. That's the best way to describe it. I'm probably gonna get Soul Ruka and not AJ Styles. I'm not gonna take a risk on that. Danger Zone, I could probably open a couple packs. Probably get a glow. Probably JBL about Ray Dudley. They're not gonna give me Naomi. And like the Emeralds they're not gonna give me Adam Pierce. They're gonna give me like El Ordinario. And then for Sapphire, they're not gonna give me the Woods Persona card. So it's best when you just wait till the card market updates every week to just get the cards I need. So like I'm at least for these cards, like from locked in to super pack series one, you don't need to locked in you need Randy Orton, but like from Danger Zone to super packs, you don't need to go to the card. You don't need to wait till the card market hits and just get the cards like that because it's expensive as shit. So at least Randy Orton is what bothers me because it's only like 9 days away. I know I can grind right now and I'm gonna grind this whole weekend, but there's gonna be times where I'm not gonna have to grind because I'm gonna be pretty busy with stuff. I don't blame that. It's up. And if I have to drop $50, I'll drop $50 because that's not the amount of limit I'll spend on VC. But if I was really, I was in, but if I was in a good mood, like a really good mood, I'm like, you know what? I think I can get more cards. I'll spend $100. I don't mind that really. Like I could get the money, but not for packs. Not for packs. Like I could spend $100 and go to the card market like that instead of me spending $100 on $20 and gambling like that. Like and like I know there probably people saying like, oh, but you're a hypocrite because you keep saying you're not gonna buy VC. You only gonna spend $50. Dude, I spent $150 on this damn game and I'm playing my faction, which is a pay to play mode. You obviously gonna want to spend money if you want to. Like, let people spend the money they want. I'll get to that in a little bit though, but like let me just let people spend money if they want to spend money. It's their let me spend the fuck let me spend $100 and go to the card market. You only spend $100 and open packs where you're not gonna get the cards you want. I'd rather I would rather spend $100 on VC and just get like right now, like if I had it right now, I would spend $100 to get VC and get Randy on like that and not open any packs. because like there's not a difference between open path MFP and VC. There's no difference at all. There's no difference at all. And like, yeah, I'd rather grind for a box than grind than like spend money open packs. Well, the only good thing about opening packs with VC is that you're gonna get a lot of MFP back. So like if I was just open packs with a VC, I'll probably do like single packs or deluxes. Or like if I was really like if I was really like interested on it, maybe I'll probably do a box with VC. I don't know. It's really I have like my options of what I want to do. So it's not like want to do the specific thing, like go to the car market only with VC or like anything like that. It really comes down to what I want to do. Really, it's not like they're forcing me at gunpoint to do it. They let me do. They don't put me at gunpoint. They actually let me do what I want to do. So like it's options. It's options that I can do. So yeah, these people want to hate me in the comments for spending VC on like packs or car market stuff. Like go touch your ass. But yeah, this patch I was disappointed with this patch. I think it should have been better. Could have been a better patch. Not really anything that stand out to me that I wanted to. That was like really like okay, this is good. Fixing universe mode, I'll let that slide because I let at least we're getting some universe fixes. And I'll tell you this right now, when it's like 27 hits, I'm not gonna buy that game. I'd rather just go play some time on Universe mode because I already have a great universe set up. I'm just passing through it a little bit of it. I'm just not doing too much because I gotta grind this game to get the Persona cards. When I get all the Persona cards, I'm going to Universe mode. But yeah, I use the Undertaker 20. I don't have them, but I there's a try this card option where if you try the card, it'll take you to the moveset room so you can like play around with it. Pretty interesting to say the least. Pretty interesting. But yeah, this patch really just kind of disappointed me because like I will say though the fact that we get new content is actually a good thing really because like see and this is the thing too. This is the thing. If we don't spend money, even for like $5, if we don't spend money in this game, we don't get content. That's very simple. Even in my faction, we still even get patch updates that give us free content. People don't understand that. Because like as a business at 2K is they want to make money so that we can get new stuff free, if that makes sense. Because like here's a perfect example of a my faction that worked. 2K23 my faction, which we could talk about, like Lex Luthor said, let's talk about it. People were spending money to open packs. And that's back when the packs actually was hitting the way they were supposed to hit. And because people were spending money, we got content. A lot of that content. If this comes from someone who barely played my faction in 23, I got to content 24, but I got to my faction late into the game's life cycle. And when I saw it at first hand, I thought it was pretty interesting. Very interesting to say the least. But trust me, that if I was a my faction player last year and I started in 23, trust me, bro, I would have a blast. I will not even leave that mode. Even if I can't take like Quadra Triple H to other game modes, it's still fun to use him in the mode. And like we have a lot of new Persona cards that's gonna be coming soon. And that's because of us spending money on the game. The ones that spent like at least $5. I don't know about $100, but I think people drop by at least even if it's at least like $5 for 15K VC. Even the island too. People that spend it on the island too. That's still money going to 2K. And it's helping us with new content to fresh out the roster. We're getting heel John Cena 41, a character that I love to use last year. Like a heel John Cena, like not the NWO one, but the heel Cena. You can take John Cena Mania 41, right? Like when he's in my faction, you can unlock him and use him in universe mode to book a better heel turn than the TKO product. Point blank, period, right there. And like obviously it's free. But what's gonna be in the cost of that is people spending money. It's a business wise. And they're not the only company that does this kind of stuff. But at this point, I've gone to the point where you know what? It's to the point where if you don't like it, then why the hell are you buying the game when you don't understand at all? I get it though. It's like a wrestling game. You want to wrestle. But like if you keep complaining about these monetization stuff, Why are you even bothering with it? Like, why would you care about my faction when you don't even play the fucking mode? Why would you care about the island when you never play the fucking mode? The only mode these people play is Universe Mode, My Rise, Exhibition, Showcase. Not even my faction and not the island. So what the fuck are they complaining when we're over here grinding the game or spending money on even not even packs in general? Maybe like grinding if you don't play my faction, grind the island. People spend BC to boost the characters up. Like there's nothing wrong with spending money because like you're only helping yourself. Really, you're not like hurting yourself. You're actually helping yourself in the long run because then because like for example with John Cena 3, people were probably if they didn't want to grind again, they could spend like I think it's like $20 to get John Cena. $20 to get John Cena. That's pretty much nothing. You can get him and like then now you're gonna get JBL. Like there's ways to help the community without pushing it. I know they keep pushing it, but when you do it right, you're not gonna get a lot of hate if that makes sense. So a lot of new Persona cards have been added from last year, and now this year with Eddie Guerrero '03 being added to the game, which should be interesting because people that want to recreate the feud with Ray and Eddie. Uh, okay, that's right. Where the heck? So they don't have Rey Mysterio Jr. in the game. That's a little odd because in the when I saw that video that Smack Talks made, he showed off the character, so the model looks, or maybe, and here's a little bit of a theory, pun intended. They're not added in yet because it has the mask, and people are criticizing that model because it has the mask. And when Ray was in the Filthy Animals, he didn't have his mask. So maybe they're trying to find a way to fix that model to include the unmasked. So then people start complaining. They probably did that. I mean, unless in the patch that happened, I think it was yesterday when the patch dropped. I don't think it was in the thing unless it's in the ringside pass. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's in the ringside pass. Either that or my first theory, which was that it's not in yet because they got to fix the mask. But again, that's probably ridiculous because Kano K98 Kano 1, it's not even here. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was literally so you're basically getting Kano 1 along with filthy animals, Rey Mysterio, which is literally already a mask. A Rey with a mask. That was not even it's not even accurate at all. But I think it was probably Rey Mysterio that probably requested that they include the mask. It was probably Rey Mysterio. Probably it was Rey Mysterio that requested that. But yeah, at least it's good. We're not just getting K98, we're getting a classic Kane with the mask. The one that we wanted last year, but we didn't get it. We got the '03 Kane, which I mean, it was fine for what it was, because like that was the time where like it was like an '03 Kane, which was like when Kane. I will say though, when Kane unmasked and he just kept the attire on, he was a badass. Like he was like a menace to society. I'll just say that. That was probably the one of the good things about that Kane '03 because like it's like nostalgia. It's like when you grow up around the roof with aggression from like '03 when Kane was like the first night of Raw after Kane unmasked, you didn't know what he was gonna do, and he was like when he was in that fit where he still have the outfit, like the singlet and the pants, and without the mask, he was a menace. Like he was killing. He wasn't really killing people, but he like in people's words, they like killed. He was like taking everybody out. Especially like Eric Bischoff. Like no one was safe from Kane. I mean, unmasked, no one was safe. Nobody was safe at all. But like I thought people wanted more of like a Kano 2, which we're technically getting a Kano 2. But like I did understand the criticism, which is why I made a better version of that Kano 3 where I just used the regular model and just added the mask, added the attire. Like that's basically what I did. It was pretty simple, but it got the job done for how it did. I know other content creators like What's the Status could have done a better job, but for someone who was an Xbox player who's now a Switch 2 player, I thought I did a pretty well job with that Kane. But like now we're getting a Kane 01, which is pretty much close to what people want. They want like a almost like that, almost current era Kane. But like I think people are only upset about that because like it was similar to Kane 08. And like people were like, I bet you it was probably like you could just literally take the Kane 08 model and just put the attire from 2002 in that Kane 08 attire, and then you basically got the my faction version. But like there's but again, like sometimes the persona cards be kind of low. I will defend them because I did hear about the AJ Styles TNA model being remodeled. I did see that, and I can dub 2K on that because the persona cards from like these throwbacks, they need to really be upgraded because like they're not really like flashbacks, really. They're just like the current model, just with a different appearance. So good thing that they have a new texture at that retro AJ Styles. So yeah, there's a lot of good and bad stuff recently. So yeah, I feel like this the method with the World Tour making the house better because like you go through the matches so quickly that you can't even count. You can't even like you don't even know how much MP you have in the end. And that was the beauty of my faction, especially faction wars when you have the briefcases. Like, how in the world? This is what pissed me off. How in the world did nobody do a petition to add briefcases to my faction? I just realized that because like people keep saying like you're just complaining and complaining, but like then again, like I'm confused myself. I'm like, but then nobody 2K's not gonna listen. Like unless there's like a trend or like a petition, like 2K doesn't watch all our videos, honestly. They don't watch all of our videos. I'm just gonna say that because, like, when they saw my video, I bet you damn well they didn't see my video with the Tempest packs. I mean, with the electric packs, bro. I literally grinded. I think it was when the electric came out. Didn't we have 2 weeks to grind? I know you guys don't remember. I think we did have 2 weeks to grind for electric. And like when I saw the Ascent packs and how bad those odds were, I literally grinded hours and hours of my days just to do a 50, just do an ultimate pack opening of electric. I opened 50 packs. 50 plus packs too, because like there was a lot more than just 50 packs. I did a 10 box, 20 box, 20 box. And I was limited to limit Paul. Comparing that to 2K Punch View where you did 100 pack with VC, it just shows that like the amount of packs you open, you're gonna get odds differently, if that makes sense. Like he opened doubled the amount of packs I opened, but didn't even get half the cards. I opened 50 packs. I got better cards. But like I fucking didn't watch my video because when the Tempest packs came out, those odds were horrendous. I opened a 20 box. I didn't get canceled. I only got one Sapphire, which was Jacob Fought 2. Only one. Like I know damn well they don't watch my videos at all because like I'm starting to grow my channel a lot more. And like it's gonna come to a point where they're gonna see my videos and all that shit. But like again, like I feel like we could have done a petition to add briefcases in because like or a trend. Because when people do trends, like if we would have done a add briefcases back petition or like a trend, I guarantee you it could trend to the point where they're gonna have to add it back. But then again, like I understood why that didn't work because like they don't care about that shit. They don't. And I know that because when Rockstar Games abandoned Reddit Online, there was a trend of say Reddit Online, and Rockstar didn't. They ignored it. So that's pretty much seeing that as like a way, like okay, we have this petition. It didn't work because 2K refused to listen to us. So like I understood that. I understand why I don't want to do a petition or a trend because like but that doesn't mean that we don't do our best to alert them. 2K Punt is the master. He's like the leader of our community. I'm gonna say that right now. He's the leader of our community, and he makes it his mission to make sure my especially my faction is the best it can be. Whenever there's something he does not like that was great in the previous game, he makes it his mission to try to put that in that specific feature in the mode. That is something I praise him for, and I'm proud of him for that. Now he's doing this stuff with WWE. It's gonna come to a point where 2K is gonna literally see him and he's gonna confront them about the bullshit that they do, and they're gonna listen to him because now he's with WWE. He's with them now, as far as we know. So 2K are in a rude are gonna be in a rude awakening when he goes and confronts them about it. And when he confronts them about it and they actually listen, people are gonna be wanting to open packs more and more and more and more than they are now. They're probably doing like a box and that's it, nothing else. And like what I'm about to say with the briefcase is like when you were playing Faction Wars matches, you would get briefcase that gives you my faction points as well. So like, and we didn't like, for example, you got 500 MFP from the 8-person tag, and your briefcase you get 4,500 MFP, almost 500, almost 5,000 MFP in just one match. And like, you could have been like having 1,000 MFP, and you have that much MFP, and you didn't even and you play like 100 matches in one day, dude. You're about to be like 50K MFP. That's what it felt like. Now for Fashion Wars, now I feel like they could have for the choice nod they could have done a better option with this one, where they could have added a pack and the pure tokens, because the way the choice nods are, it's pretty bad. Like if the option to choose a card to take for your faction is like its own thing, why can't there be a briefcase section? The choice nod should be the briefcases option. Or like after every match you can open a briefcase. Either way, briefcases was the gem of Faction Wars, and that's why people love 23 is my faction. They and I don't blame them because like I watched a lot of people open packs and do my faction content in 2023, and it really got me upset when I realized that I could have joined this pretty earlier than expected. Because look what's happening to me now. I'm over here grinding my damn blood to get the persona cards, and I can't even get the cards I need. Opening packs up to packs up to packs. And 23 is my faction also had a great token market. Nowadays, I feel the token market is pretty much useless, really. Like, I haven't spent any of my tokens yet. I'm at almost 1,000 tokens. I'm keeping my tokens really because, like, what's the point of me spending them when I'm like, I know that I could just spend it now and grow my collection a little bit quickly, but like, what's the point? Like, what literally is the point? What's the point, really? Yeah, it's RB97. I don't think the badges were nerfed on the pain train or the dive bomber or something like a B. Those badges were not nerfed because if they were nerfed, I would not have anyone stunned already. It's going good. I just got home from school and I'm just grinding MFP right now. The car market did update, and I'm only missing 3 rubies that I want to purchase, so I'm gonna try to grind it out a little bit. Trying to grind as much as I can on stream. We got SmackDown tonight. Might watch it, maybe not. It depends. Might do a watch along stream for you guys. So maybe we do a long live stream tonight. I don't know. Maybe we do 2 live streams. Maybe depends. Depends on how I'm feeling. But we definitely got a loaded amount of shows for May. Let me put my belt in right here. Put my belt right next to the NXT. There we go. Let me see if there's any other updates that happened that I missed. I don't think there's any because the last region that needs to be added is Los Angeles. So until they add Los Angeles, there's not gonna be another update yet. There's not gonna be any World Tour update yet until they add Los Angeles, which is the last arc card. So I think then was the ninth one? Oh wait, the ninth one was Berlin. So then why was Denver added. That doesn't make sense. But yeah, the last region to be added is Los Angeles. So Los Angeles is gonna be so until Los Angeles is added, there's not gonna be another world tour update. Now they're gonna add it because they've been adding other regions to the mode, so they do pay attention to the community's feedback on this. Because last year World Tour was like like it was like barely updated, barely. It really was barely updated. There we go. Just letting Pepper Steppers with a great card, and then Nia Jax is right, heavy handed. But then that Goldberg though, this Goldberg is actually not that bad. Has heavy handed and Painter on on levels 3. That's crazy. But Goldberg, he has that spirit, so he could whoop your ass. But yeah, I have all the emeralds and all the sapphires. It's not giving me any rubies. It's not gonna give me the rubies. So yeah. Eh, looks like I'm going back to my grind. Because the Wiki Tower, and we're gonna do the math, and we're just gonna be floppy in the matches with RBD 97. CW Rob Van Dam. There's another card from last year. Man, I do wish I could show you the gameplay, but like I can't really show you the gameplay because like I'm using my phone for the stream. So very soon I'll have the right technology to show the gameplay and the face cam. So, yep, it is. Yippity roos, yippity roos. I don't even know why I rolled them up with the VC. I could have done the springboard, the quick one, but I'm doing this method so many times. I've just done that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably not because the live events expired. So like I'm not gonna risk taking a loss for Randy Orton 09 and just missing on those supersonic cards and just them not coming back. I'm gonna just go for Randy now and just I mean if they do it for the Undertaker, that's fine. I can grind it for him. But I'm more focused on Randy Orton right now. I'd rather have Randy Orton in the live end cards than just get the Undertaker and like completely missing out. But like I can grind for Taker really because I can grind this whole weekend and see if I can get as much as I can. So yep. Yeah, my doctor's done. My doctor's done. Know how to shut up fish. Like I have to shut her up right before I went on. I think it's like you see why I'm not a pet guy. This is why I'm not a pet guy. Well, I'm never gonna be one. I don't care. I'm never gonna be a pet guy. I do not like animals. I don't. They annoy me more. They annoy me. Might be. I don't care. It's just my opinion. All right, Mello, you got that. You're gonna need to get a pain transfer, or else so we can do this. And just go through your manga. That's the wrong person, but okay, we'll get the job done. Bro, RBD. There we go. Bro, you manga, get out of here. Rafa, you idiot. Ref, you are such a douche nozzle. Get your ass up. Ref, get the talking with Ray. There we go. We got to talk for Ray with Ray, so we actually got to tap him out. Tap him out. Tap, tap, tap him. Damn, Marcus be opening the basic packs and getting great luck. I would do that, but I'm not Marcus, so I'm just gonna do deluxes. With deluxes can hit more than usual. I feel like it's the Rare Type Path 3 is fine. I just feel like we don't need. I just feel like we didn't. I just feel like the Battle Pass thing shouldn't really be in a wrestling game. I said it in my rant video I made a couple months ago when I talked about how the Ringside Pass was. Um, yeah, pretty much. Be back, y'all. I'm gonna have to clean my room a little bit.